When you see the contrast of how birth can be in a different environment, you really want to make it very special. What happened is I had worked in Khayelitsha, where I noticed many women who were coming from rural areas down to Cape Town and having their babies, and then a lot would stay. The babies would come back to the Eastern Cape, but the women would stay living in not really great conditions in informal settlements. And what I wanted to do then was to build a birth centre. Before we were here, women would wait up to 6 hours for an ambulance. Many had babies before the ambulance arrived. There were not great outcomes. Women generally were kind of caught in situations that they didn't have the help they needed. When women heard I was here and was a midwife, they started coming to our house to do visits. And after a while, it's quite tricky in your house with small children and women coming, and so we needed to find premises, and we found a birth house, well, an old building that we renovated into a birth house, and we opened in 2010. We moved out of that house at the end of the year just because of a lease issue, and now we've been in the Rondaville now since the end of last year. Generally, people are quite conservative in all populations around birth. So if you do something slightly different, it's always first seen as why are you doing that? So women have now had a time to question that, and as we can see by the women coming back for the third and fourth children, we notice that the community is understanding what we're offering. We offer antenatal checkups, pregnancy checkups for women of the area. They come as soon as they know they're pregnant. They can come at any point. We do the routine checkup. It's blood pressure, checking urine, measuring the baby, seeing they're well, talking about diet, all the kind of things around pregnancy. If there are any complications, we refer them to the hospital or for a scan, or to a doctor if they need to go somewhere special. We kind of make those arrangements. When the women go into labour, we fetch them from their homes and bring them to the birth house where they labour and give birth, or if there are any complications, we would transfer through to hospital. And then after the baby is born, they stay for a few days. Then when they go home, we continue with home visits, and we check on the baby and we weigh the baby there, check on breastfeeding, make sure the babies are growing, and then we refer them to the clinic for immunizations and follow-up.
Ukubaluleka kwale kliniki lapha kubaluleke kakhulu ukuthi singomama, ngoba kaloku izibhedlele zikude, and xa sofuneka ufumene umntana ngokuba nzima, funeka ulinde i-ambulance ongayazi bizafika ngubani na ixesha. At least le kliniki iye yasinceda kakhulu, because ngoku uyakwazi ukuza apha, and then xa usengxakini uyamfowunela umchazele into yoba ufuna ubeleka ngoku, so akwazi ukhawuleza eze then akuncede. And usincede kakhulu, and nam bendingayazi uba ngaba uyabelekiswa apha. Ndive ngabanye ke abasuka apha, so ndaquma nam mandize apha ke ndizozibonela ngokwam.
But what we want to do is what we've learned from women and what we've learned through our experience of setting this up, we want to use this information to change midwives in facilities. So our aim is actually to mentor midwives. So we are really starting with making inroads and have visited hospitals in Transkei that we want to go and work with those midwives and show how it can be done a different way with a better end, actually. I think what Nelson Mandela said about the way we treat our children is a reflection of what kind of society we are, and I think that's the thing around birth. I think we have to look at the way we're treating the way we are born and what that means about us as a society. And I think if women are treated badly and are abused during that process, it's not really, we're not looking at producing a better generation by using that as our entry point.